Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordumt. We are back for some more Icewind Dale. We are currently exploring Dorn's Deep, the Dwarven fortress. This is the Barracks area, and we had just finished fighting some Orog, some Orog generals, and some Drow. This is also the first time we've seen them, and they can be quite annoying with their magic resistance. But so far, everything is going fine. Corgan leveled up, Patricia leveled up, I leveled up. So let's actually start with this. I'm gonna have Grand Mastery and Axes for Mr. Corgan here. Awesome. We still haven't found a proper two-handed axe for him. But he's so tanky at this point, I'm not even sure if I want to swap him to a two-handed weapon. But we'll see. Patricia leveled up. She just gained the fighter level, nothing special. And I leveled up. Ooh, I get level 5 spells. Oh god, I'm gonna have to choose something. I'm gonna have to choose stuff. Okay, so... level 5 is very complicated because there's so many good things. Breach is amazing. I'm not sure if I'm gonna need it in Icewind Dale, however. Because spellcasters haven't really buffed themselves too much thus far. This does remove a stone skin, for instance, in one shot. Chaos is an amazing spell, which affects everyone. Well, except undead. But this can turn a fight very quickly. Cloud Kill, also an amazing spell, especially for killing archers, for killing enemy spellcasters, interrupting them. What else? Oh, this is new. Contact other plane. This spell allows the wizard to contact powers from other planes of existence in order to receive advice and information. The nature of the divination is oriented around knowledge of powerful foes, magic items, and spells. Huh. I had never seen this before. Okay. Definitely not gonna take this on a sorcerer, but good to know. Lower resistance is cool, especially if you're fighting dragons or high magic resistance enemies. But this is single target, so not useful against a pack of drow. Spell immunity, spell shield. There's so much good stuff here, man. I mean, I think the game so far has been kinda horde-like, a lot of enemies at the same time. So I think Chaos is the proper choice. This is the problem of picking a sorcerer in a blind playthrough, because I don't know what's gonna be useful. I'm gonna pick Chaos. I think this is the most effective one. And we're gonna have to see how things go. Okay. So let's move on. Actually, I was scouting with Mr. Jan Jansen, that's true. We have some guys over here. Actually, I've seen this area before, right? This is non-threatening. Just a couple of fighter types. Okay. Just kill them all.
What did I see?
It's easy, just kill them.
Looks like I'm gonna have to go on a
By the
killing
way,
spree.
what's your APR at the moment? 3 attacks per round while using a shield. That's special.
Show me a target and I'll smash
It
it.
makes me happy. Okay, let's
I see.
take care of the archers with setting-ish.
I got places to go, monsters to kill.
Did you run out of arrows? You most certainly did. Let me just get 100 arrows. Too much. 100 arrows out real quick. 80. Put some over there. It's fine. Okay, keep shooting. Okay. But I think at this point I would be prepared to do a run of this game in insane difficulty with double damage.
I'm ready to do adventuring and stuff.
Not gonna swap midway though, however. Ah, so this was the area that had a sorcerer, right? Yep, it was. Oh, this is the reward. This is kind of spoilers. I'm not gonna look because I haven't actually reached that area. So, what do I want to do here? If I had picked Cloud Kill, this would be just a perfect place to send the Cloud Kill in before they see me and just kill them slowly.
Yes.
Not what I did, however. And their magic resistance is kind of annoying. So, I'm just gonna send my tanky fighters up front.
I'm here.
We're gonna have Korgan in rage
Not a problem.
and start whacking the spellcaster. We're gonna have Settingish then also shooting the spellcaster.
I await your instructions.
Patricia is gonna start dealing with these.
What's it to be?
You can move back.
Yep.
And
it you
when they buff up, because they will buff up, I'm gonna try remove magic and see how that works
I'm
out.
listening.
And Vicky, she can help out. I
At
think-
your
I think.
servant. As
I
best
shall
I
see.
can.
Okay, so we have mirror images and stone skins. Ow. So far, nothing very concerning. Remove magic. Oh, do I have my... Man, this is gonna be a waste. If he resists, and I am not sure if this gets eaten by a mirror image. I don't think it does. For science! Okay, so we actually dispelled... We dispelled everyone. Awesome. Oh, he's dead. Oh yeah, okay, so it definitely is in an AoE, because Korgan got hit. This guy resisted.
I suppose I got some
bitch.
time to kill.
Okay, let's just kill the rest.
Man, I got places to
This
go,
remove
monsters
magic
to
was
kill.
amazing. And honestly, remove magic is one of the most powerful spells in the game. When it hits. Can you stop dying?
Ready.
He's
What
badly
is that?
injured. Okay. Dead. Okay. So,
I'm here.
I'm not sure if it was last episode or this episode that I was talking about getting a hammer. I keep saying hammer, Jesus. An axe for Korgan.
Right then.
Is this a two-handed axe? I think this is a full plate mail, which is gonna make me extremely happy. Nobody's really using crossbows, but
I watch me
let's-
go.
there's a lot of loot,
I'm ready to do adventuring.
first world
And
problems
stuff.
and all that. I want to check this out. Can you ID this? You cannot, but you can. Ooh. Mithril Field Plate Armor +2. It's actually a very fancy name, but it's just a plate armor +2. Field plate is actually a more commonly used form of full plate armor. It consists of shaped and fitted metal plates riveted interlocked to cover the entire body. Okay, so no special magical qualities. What? This doesn't make a difference? What do you mean? This is AC3. Ah, okay. So because I have this one, I cannot use this. Okay. So Vaconia would be the only person able to use this. But it would make the most sense to give it to Patricia. Can I make something happen here? Which item are they complaining about? I believe it's gonna be this one. I do like the maximum hit points, however. Or is it the cloak? Okay, let's see. It seems to be the cloak. Okay, it is the cloak. So, with this new information, she's gonna go to -4 Ah. Okay. Well, I prefer this one. And Amulet of Protection. Vicky can't use it because she's wearing better items, but I can. Ooh, I'm at -5. Jesus, okay, cool. And now, drum roll for the exciting time. Please be a good act. Oh, it's one-handed. Okay. Please be good. Axe of Caged Souls +3. Okay, so it's... Okay, it's just a +3 axe. I had high hopes. Yeah, this one is so much better. I mean, for a tanky perspective, right? So... But yeah, still. Okay, okay.
Ready.
Some good items regardless. Not gonna complain. Oh, wait, Vicky is too heavy. Because now nobody's wearing this. Okay, she's fine again. So what's on the ground? A high quality long crossbow.
I'm here.
Okay. I'm just picking up stuff to sell, honestly, at this point. And I'm just gonna store these scrolls because I'm never using them anyway. So 2 and 5, no, 3 and 5. Okay, this can go. Oh, this is full, never mind. She can take it, and we are clear of this area. Okay. Okay. There's some magical armor, but
Yeah.
I mean, can I pick it up?
Sure.
I think I can. If I have room and weight allowance, I can do it. Yeah, okay.
Ready.
Cool.
Right.
So now it's finally time to explore this room.
I'm here. Watch
And
me
I'm
go.
wondering if this is the room with the dwarf
Ready,
statues.
done, and
Oh,
done.
and I guess it is. This enormous round table is ornamented with elaborate dwarven inscriptions. Okay. So, somewhere between these okay, there it is. There should be a hidden thingy to reach a hidden door. Okay. So, actually,
I'm
do I have some
listening.
healing for you? Kinda.
Vita Mortis.
Yeah, not much healing. That's fine. Okay, heal yourself. And let's pull the lever.
Vita Mortis.
Well, we're gonna lose the stealth. But
Right.
that's okay. Oh. Oh, but I can do this. Okay.
Not a problem.
I thought this was gonna open the door. Maybe the door has the key for this?
What is it?
I'm here.
What's it to be?
I don't like it. This looks like one of those puzzles where if you step on the wrong thing, you're gonna get electrocuted. Okay, I'm just gonna stay clear of the symbols if I can. Okay, so just dwarven statues. Okay, well,
Easy as
Gorgon, you're the
copper
most
pie.
resilient one, and you have the protections. What happens? I guessed right, I guessed right, I guessed right, I guessed right, I guessed right. Go away. Yeah, so shooting lightning bolts. Okay, so I'm not gonna do this by trial and error, although I could if I had the protection from lightning scroll, assuming the other ones don't shoot like fire or something.
that
But
all?
there has got to be some logic to this. Okay, but these are just hammers beating on anvils, right? And every single symbol is the same. Okay, so wait. Hammer beating on an anvil, twin axes, double rings. Okay, can you go alone?
What? I will do so.
If you don't get stuck.
I will do so.
No, okay.
I await your instructions.
So is there okay, there is.
Yes, it shall be done.
There is the symbol I was looking for. And there's the twin axes. And there's the double rings. Okay, let's see if this works the way I think it does. $11. Does this mean the outer ring is safe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this should be safe because I need to reach this area, right? Okay, it is safe. Okay. I like it when things make sense. Twin axes. Okay. Again, 11. It's the same amount. And now we have twin rings. You hear a loud click followed by 11 similar sounding clicks echoing throughout the room. Finally, you hear a loud clattering coming from the round table room. So I'm guessing that the lever is now available for pulling.
Watch me go. Done.
Yup. Okay, so 56,000 experience. You hear an extremely loud clattering noise coming from the room through the secret door. And I also heard a growl. Ooh. Oh, okay. So yeah, the other guy did say that this was the way we would go down. Okay, but is there nothing else in this area? No, there was this door. I want to check this door before I forget, because this doesn't look like a door at all. I mean, okay, now I see it. If you look at this like as an edge of the wall and this is just a tunnel, a rock tunnel, I guess you can kind of see it. Okay, let's investigate this area first.
Done.
Is this a Umber Hulk? This also confuses. So, Sablik Tan, proceed no further, traveler, as I would speak with you. I didn't realize your kind could speak. I am not what you see. I was a master transmuter, a red wizard of Thay. Edwin, my knowledge vast and What? You were a wizard? My name was Sablik Tan. Of my mistakes, one grew tired, used my precious magics to make that which I am. Having much confusion as days move on, must tell you, I am frightened. Why are you frightened? Orogs that roam these passages. My passages are my creation. They have much contempt for me. I cannot leave. My form, my home, punishment for my ambition. I derived pleasure for altering against their will. I have much regret. Okay, so how can the situation be rectified? What is done is done. I cannot excuse my actions or my intents. I am not alone in guilt, and I am consumed with hatred for one. Responsibility rests not on my soul alone. I am but a pawn. Okay, tell me more. I must be brief as I grow tired. You can help others and help me. Within these caves, the Orogs have a leader. Not only that role, but another he fills. What is his other role? He is one of 6. His presence and others here to prevent intrusion, placed by the one that would wrong myself and many, many others. Without his existence, his minions will scatter and the evil drow weaker. You want me to dispose of this leader? I'm afraid there may be no other way. I remain overcome with guilt. I cannot excuse my actions, however. My relevance in this world flickers, and a far greater injustice burns bright. I'll see what I can do, man. I am very grateful and know your actions extend beyond my plight. Before you leave, he will be in possession of a symbol, a badge. You must obtain this. Return with this and I will know you are true to your word. I will attempt to provide more insight then. I will return. Now, I'm obviously gonna help this friendly Umber Hulk because he's a Red Wizard of Thay. And if you guys don't know, I like Red Wizards of Thay, and I particularly like Edwin. A friend of Edwin is a friend of mine. Neo Orog Marauder. Yes, we shall fight to the death. Yes. Yes. Murder.
Ready. Right then.
Yes. I'm just being stupid. Okay, so what we have here? Oh, this is their leader. Krilag, who are you? What you do here? Well, I'm looking for the Orog Chieftain. You have found him. What do you want? Well, I have come to... I'm not gonna go for the second one, in case he has something to say about the Umber Hulk. I have come to obtain your badge. You will get nothing, and you will die. Well, I beg to differ. Okay.
I'm here.
A cute interaction there. He's got friends, right? Yeah, he does, but...
Yeah, it shall be done.
Should I even be concerned about this guy? I guess I can try and blind him.
What is it you require?
Just in case he hits like a truck. Of course he saves twice. Where are you going?
Yeah, that's fine, I guess.
Okay, I took 14, but that's kind of it. He's dead. Man, Patricia just murders things. I love it.
Yeah.
You can also shoot, you know.
Ready.
Oh, you have a friend.
Your doom is
Hello,
at hand.
friend.
Let so be it.
Oh, okay. We got 35,000 experience for picking up the badge thingy.
Watch me go.
Okay, so let's see. I picked up a two-handed sword. Can you ID it? No, you cannot. How many more level 1 spells do I have? 4. Sure, I can expand one. Cairn Blade +4. +4. Nothing special, but effective. Krilag's badge. This black steel plate bears a red engraving of Krilag's sigil, an open palm with a sphere levitating directly above. Okay.
Ready, Dorn.
I'm gonna no, I'm just gonna give the badge to him, and then I'll explore the rest of the area. And you leveled up in... Really? You have access to level 5 spells already? Well, in this case, I don't think I should have given Chaos to myself. Regrets. I'm gonna live with them. Oh, he has Cloud Kill. Okay, so they kind of complement each other pretty well. Because Cloud Kill was probably gonna be the spell I would give Cordampt if I hadn't chosen Chaos. Greetings again, traveler. I have disposed of the Orog Chieftain and acquired his badge. I am forever in debt to you. I cannot speak much longer. I must tell you that each of the 6 have such a badge. Should you go in search of him, you will need to obtain each of them. I must rest. Really? There's no question of who this him is? Oh, okay, it's the one who betrayed him. Okay. 56k experience. Goodbye, Sablik. No level ups. I'm very sad. We returned with the badge for Sablik, and in turn he informed us that there were 5 others in possession of similar badges. Apparently, we'll need to obtain all of them, but for what reason, I don't know. This is true. Okay, so... we have some Etins.
Yes.
What's it to be?
Let's just kill these real quick. Yeah, I would prefer not getting hit.
You have my undivided attention.
I mean, Patricia can go in, but
Ready.
Corgan is kind of injured, so just stand back. And you also stand back.
I'm
I
here.
await
I'm
your
suppose I
instructions.
got some time to kill.
No, I said
as
no.
best I can.
Certainly.
Okay.
Have at thee!
Have at thee!
Looks like I'm gonna have to go on a killing
Okay, they have good tackle apparently. Or he crit. No, they have good tackle, for sure. And they do hit fairly hard.
Is that all?
If I was being like extra careful here, and I could, and I probably should, I would just kill them from range. I would probably cast a slow or a web and just pepper them with arrows, but we have enough HP to buffer, so I don't really need to be that conservative. Calabac's journal. I'm afraid I may have been duped. Bandoth indicated where I might find the door to the forge, but I was unable to find any trace of it. I was prepared to search later on this evening, but a group of Etins have encamped in the passage north of where I am now, and I am in no condition to be running past them. Hopefully, I will get another opportunity to search the old meeting hall of the dwarves. Earlier, I uncovered some writings regarding a room within these walls that leads to the lower segments of this complex, and I can only assume that this room lies behind the door I have yet to find. To make matters worse, the same writings inferred that this room contained a puzzle that was designed to keep the invaders from discovering and desecrating the cemetery and forge. Perhaps Bandot can provide some more assistance. Okay, so this was apparently an adventurer, which also got led into this room by Bandot. He had a hammer. A symbol of clan battle hammer. This small mithril hammer is slightly warm to the touch. It is a symbol for clan Battlehammer, a clan of dwarves currently led by the 8th king, Bruenor Battlehammer. The clan had always been led by his ancestors and passed on from generation to generation. Originally, the clan resided in Mithril Hall, but when they were forced out, they moved to the northern regions of Icewind Dale. Near the 10 towns, they set up a new home, providing equipment for the towns. Okay, cool. And we also have another axe, which looks like a +1 axe. It's not a bad axe. 50% chance of dealing electrical damage. This means this damage goes through stone skins. It's useful to interrupt spellcasters which are protected by stone skins. And chance to stun, not bad. Oh, and I also have this. Note to Krilag. Chief Krilag. As you know by now, your master and creator is gone. Malavon, I think this is the name of one of the spells. The 7th level spell, Malavon's Rage, I think. Sablik's associate will now be handling all magical affairs in the dome north of the Artisans District. You are the strongest of your kind, and thus it is to you that I extend Sablik's badge of lieutenancy. Use it as a symbol of the authority that I have loaned to you. If ever you and the others need to have an audience with me, you must bring your badge with you. Think of it as a key, one of 6 keys to a lock. Do not lose it. I am placing you and the other Orogs in charge of defending the upper reaches of Dorn's Deep. It is now your new home. Do with it what you wish, but always submit to my will and to the will of Ilmater. Your nearest peer is Craig Frostbeard in Worm's Tooth. If you are in need of assistance, call upon him and his kin for aid. Defend the stronghold with your lives, for if you survive in failure, your suffering will be monumental. Oh, I like this phrase. Defend with your lives, for if you survive in failure, your suffering will be monumental. Nice. If you have trouble understanding any portion of this letter, have Adinirak or one of the other Drow mercenaries explain it to you. In the blood of our father, RBP. Okay. Not sure who this RBP is, but... Okay. So this adventurer got trapped and died. He was trying to find out how to deal with the puzzle that we solved upstairs.
I see.
He wasn't very bright. Easy. Mess him up.
Man, I got places to
There's a
go,
few-
monsters to kill.
Okay, let's go into melee.
What? Your desire?
Cast Armor of the Faith. I don't think I need the slow.
Yeah, it shall
I
be
can use it, but I don't think I need.
Should lie
We beard in here.
Come on, man, she's getting hit way too much.
Ready. Aye.
Some more marauders. That's okay.
I'm here. Right then.
Okay, and I guess that's it for this room. So we're gonna go back up here. And I think we're gonna have a rest before heading out. I want my death clouds,
You have my
and I
undivided
also want
attention.
my healing, which I no longer have. So yeah, it's worth resting here. Come on. I just want to reach level 6 on my clerics, because then they'll get heal, and it just fully heals someone.
What is it?
Aye.
Let me think. I was thinking of taking chaotic commands instead of flame strike, but at this point it's kind of late.
At
So
your
yeah, let's just
service.
move forward.
Ready.
Ready. Is that all?
Okay.
Watch me go.
I could go back to Bandoth, the wizard outside, and kind of confront him, or tell him that we found the entrance to see if there's anything else that he has to say.
Dorn.
But that would be a long trip, and we're already over here, nicely exploring this area, so I'm just gonna continue on. This is a weird room. The massive gear mechanism for the retractable stairwell. It is still creaking from recent operation.
Easy as goblin pie.
Okay, there's a scroll. Is this the whole area? Okay, it is. Oh no!
I'm here. Is that all?
God damn it, man. I just rested.
What do you have in mind?
Yeah, okay.
Vita mortis.
Maybe that's how he died. Okay, so what does this read? Dver's note. I'm just copying it to the journal in case we lose it. Yeah. This trap has left me for dead, but it's just as well. I have felt the evil within me since the moment I stepped foot in this crypt. My actions no longer my own, my thoughts confused, my will gone. Perhaps another will discover the disturbance before it manages to overcome them. I found another route through a gaping hole in one of the prison cells in the Orog-infested area above this chamber. But that led to yet more of their foul kind and a large, grotesque beast that I could have sworn was speaking to me. Perhaps the evil was within my mind even then. Nope, that was a talking Umber Hulk. Okay. I don't like the health loss, but
Watch me go.
that's okay. Ooh. To the gear room.
Easy as goblin pie.
Okay,
What's it
well,
be?
let's scout.
Right.
This beautiful monument appears to represent Dwarven craftsmanship in the art of metallurgy. It also seems to have at one time been something functional. You suddenly feel very, very cold. Okay. I suddenly feel very, very cold. Norlinor.
I watch me go.
What is it you immediately?
What say you, Mr. Ghost? Defiler! Have you two come to desecrate the remains of our home? And these answers just sound like they're going straight to a fight. Absolutely not. Then why do you disturb this temple of Muradin? Oh, why Muradin's hammer? Well, I was hoping to learn more of the conflict that occurred within this area. Two catastrophes occurred within Dorn's Deep. The first was the destruction of our community at the ends of the orcs. More recently, there has been the occupation of our cemetery, the Tears of the Dead, by the necromancer Terrican. Tell me about the destruction of your community. Throughout the history of Dorns, we've always had to contend with the orc hordes that threatened our way of life. However, thanks to inspired diplomacy between the leaders of our community and the elves of the Severed Hand, we forged an alliance that kept both of our homes safe from harm. What happened? Corruption from within led to a falling out between our peoples. No longer organized into an effective, cohesive whole, it was only a matter of time before the orcs overran both settlements. Okay, so this is the same thing that was told to us by the elves at Severed Hand. But I want to hear the dwarf sides. What was the cause of the corruption? I'm not certain, but it was apparent, at least from our perspective, that someone was deliberately attempting to seed mistrust between the Dwarven and Elven communities. When the orcs began appearing far better equipped than in times previous, the elves began to suspect that Dwarven smithies were in league with the Horde. Why would they think you'd supply your enemies with weapons? The elves felt we could not control our appetite for gold, so we were accused of providing the orcs with superior armament. Later, the elves took their accusations a step further and accused us of arming the orcs with the intention of having them destroy the Severed Hand. Okay, so who was providing the orcs with the arms? Not any dwarf within Dorn's Deep, I can tell you that much. We were warriors, not betrayers. If truth be told, I believe both communities were deceived by someone within one of our own families. I know not who, but I hope that when that person meets their end, they feel the pain of every dwarf and elf that lost their lives. Okay, I had some questions I wish to ask you. Certainly, what would you like to know? What can you tell me about Terrican? Terrican is a wretched necromancer that came to Dorn shortly after the strife that put an end to our community. He was aware of the tragedy that gripped Dorn's Deep and knew it would serve as fertile ground to continue his research. What was he researching? During the construction of the Deep, we had the misfortune of uncovering a cavern that housed an ancient vortice from the negative energy plane. Now, I don't know if some being from that plane felt our presence, or if the vortice itself was disturbed by the intrusion, but shortly thereafter, undead began to appear. And these undead invaded Dorn's Deep? At first, it was merely a skeleton or two, nothing we couldn't handle, but over time, we received more and more reports of undead sightings. In the end, I don't think any of us were prepared for what would become known as the Battle of the Dead. Okay, how did this battle begin? One morning, our community awoke to the screams of the son of Jamoth. He'd been playing within some of the caves near the forge and claimed he had seen a small group of skeletons. We sent a few men down to investigate. They returned, badly wounded. What had they found? Hundreds of skeletons, zombies, ghouls, and other undead had suddenly appeared in the Vortice cave, preparing to attack the settlement. With time working against us, we assembled our remaining soldiers and went forth to vanquish the deceased. But hundreds of undead with even greater numbers to follow, the dwarves have been greatly outnumbered. No Dorn's dwarf would concede defeat while our community was threatened. Our wounded began to accumulate, and many our brethren joined their attackers in spiritual unrest that day. Just as it appeared that we might have to retreat, a miracle occurred. A miracle? From within the tides of flesh and bone emerged Jamoth, hacking at the dead around him with a fevered glee, bellowing with laughter. With each swing of his weapon, the undead around him disintegrated, regardless of whether he struck them or not. It was a beautiful sight to see, my friend. Okay, so the undead fell around him just by his presence. How is that possible? He was turning undead. Jamoth and our community were touched by Moradin that day. We later discovered the vortice that had brought forth the undead was somehow reversed, returning the spirits to their home within the plane of negative energy. Okay, and then Terrican came along. As a necromancer, he must have heard about the vortice, correct? Yes. Once our community no longer inhabited these chambers, Terrican took up residence in the Hall of Heroes with the determination to restore the vortice. He is convinced that if he unlocks its secrets, he will be able to manipulate other vortices throughout Faerun. How? It seems the energies of the vortice would kill any man that approached it. Terrican knew no mortal man could ever master the vortice. Shortly after his arrival in our home, he began preparing himself for the rituals necessary to become a lich. Cool. Fortunately, Terrican must have neglected some of the proper enchantments, as the powers he wields are inferior to much of his kind. Good to know. If so, can you stop him? Terrican is much more powerful than I. I am fortunate I continue to inhabit these chambers with my own mind. Once Terrican learns of any dead within these halls, he seeks to destroy their will with his necromantic arts. Anything that lives, he slays. Well, if Terrican steps in our path, he's the one who'll be slain. That would not be an easy task. You cannot destroy Terrican by striking him down. It is his life force that sustains him, not his shell. Life force? The phylactery. Liches store their life forces within specially constructed phylacteries. Most liches go to great lengths to protect their phylacteries, often placing them in remote locations where no one can find them, then safeguarding them with enchantments. Terrican, however, feels his phylactery is safest close to him, and he has placed it within a crypt in the Hall of Heroes. Okay, so all we have to do is reach in there and destroy it? The phylactery is not something that can be destroyed by common means. To destroy it, you'll need to remove it from this plane. A daunting task, to be certain. Well, no less daunting than the other impossibilities we've been forced to endure in coming north. How can we remove this phylactery from this plane? That is where fortune favors us. The very vortice that Terrican is studying can destroy him as well. It lies within the Hall of Heroes, inside the tomb of Jamoth. Any undead being, regardless of power, is pulled back to that dreadful plane of existence upon entry into the tomb. That is why I have never been able to enter the tomb myself. Okay, so I would need to take the phylactery inside Jamoth's tomb to destroy Terrakan? That doesn't sound too difficult. Ah, but to reach the Hall of Heroes, you will need to pass through the Tears of the Dead, where Terrakan resides. Not only that, but the great door to the Hall of Heroes is locked, and I'm certain Terrakan possesses the key. If you defeat Terrakan's physical form, make haste for the Hall of Heroes, for he will only be subdued for a short while. Okay, I'll see what I can do. Let me ask you another question. Certainly, what do you need to know? Okay, so we met a ghost named Norlinor near an ancient Dwarven forge. Norlinor told us of Terrakan, a lich that was attempting to unleash a horde of undead from the plane of negative energy into Dorn's Deep. Norlinor told us that to destroy Terrakan, we would need to obtain a soul container from the Hall of Heroes and bring it into the tomb of Jamoth, also within the Hall of Heroes. Okay, cool. I like facing liches, so I'm interested in what's gonna happen. Who are you? I am known as Norlinor. While alive, I served as a priest of Muradin for our church here within Dorn's Deep. Specifically, I was given the title Artisan of the Forge, and it was my duty to maintain this place. I died defending this temple. I did not anticipate revisiting it in the afterlife. Okay, so why are you here now? The presence of Terrakan, the necromancer who has taken up residence in the Tears of the Dead, has quenched the flames that gave the forge life. So maybe that's why we feel cold. With the forge cold, the spirits of the dead have become restless, forced from their tombs into servitude for that monster. Almost all the dead of Dorn's Deep are now enslaved to Terrakan. I fear I am the only one who remains free. Okay, so what can be done we know already. More questions. We are in need of aid. Oh, he's a cleric. Okay, cool. So, if anybody dies, we can actually raise dead. It's goddamn expensive though. Okay. So this was a long conversation.
Not a problem.
Interesting though. We learned some lore. We learned about the necromancer. We have a possible... what should I call it? Pseudo-lich. Because he's not a full-fledged lich. But we might have a nice spellcaster battle upcoming. But yeah, so for now, I am gonna end the episode here. We have 3 rooms to explore. And I want to try and help this little ghost over here and try to restore the fires of the forge. So, as always guys, I hope you guys are enjoying our journey through Icewind Dale. I love these Dwarven outposts and fortresses. I'm very much liking the lore, I'm liking the story. I hope we get a nice lich fight in the next episode or some other episode. But yeah, until then, if you guys have any questions, any suggestions, leave a comment. If you want to get notified about other videos coming to the channel, feel free to subscribe, and I hope to see you all in the next episode. Until then, stay safe everyone.